What is going on, everybody? How we doing today? I hope you can hear me. I accidentally unplugged my fucking thing earlier, so that I'm hoping you can hear me fine. Hoping you can hear me fine. I also have something in my eye. It's it's been fucking you know, it's sorry. I was reading something real quick, but it's been absolutely crazy for me, and it's only getting crazier, and I just can't seem to catch a break. A little over a month ago, I think at this point, I got into a car crash, and it wasn't like a serious car crash. It's not like I'm hurt or anything like that, but my car's fucked up. And I didn't go through insurance or anything like that because fuck that bullshit. It wasn't that much money to fix on my own. So I decided to fix it on my own, right? And like it's just the most annoying shit that's going on. Like it's situations where people are telling me, "Oh yeah, we're going to need this part. Here, order it." And I order it and it comes and they're like, "Oh, actually no, I was wrong. We don't need that part. You're going to have to return that and get another one," right? It's that type of bullshit. Going to a cut rate mechanic, which like it's not that he doesn't know what he's doing. It's that it's more of a friend of a friend situation where it's like, all right, I give my buddy a discount. My buddy's sending me this guy. I'll treat him right. But it's still just a fucking pain in the ass, dude. It's such a fucking pain in the ass, bro. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. But I'm all over the place. I'm stressed out. That's why I started late. That's why on Wednesday I just didn't stream. I planned on streaming, and I just did not fucking bother. I didn't bother with it. I didn't bother with it. Um, oh, you know what I need to do? Sorry, I'm looking for something real quick. Uh, uh, that's really strange. Really, really strange. Hmm. Trying to figure something out here. Trying to figure something out here. But anyway, yeah, I was supposed to stream. I was supposed to stream on I was supposed to stream on Wednesday. I didn't bother. All right. The reason why I didn't bother is because I had obviously planned on it. Right. I was going to talk about some stuff, specifically my lineage of Muay Thai, which is actually going to be a little bit harder than I had originally anticipated. It's going to be more difficult than I originally anticipated, and I'll tell you why. But honestly, like I've been so fucked up lately. I've been so stressed. I got hit up by one of my friends. He was like, "Yo, I'm gonna play some AOE in a minute if you want to." And I was like, "You know what? Fuck it. I need to just like, I need to take a day to just like chill with some buddies and shit like that." It was one of those situations. My bandwidth is very wide. I have a very wide bandwidth, right? Meaning I can handle a lot of different things all at the same time. But it doesn't mean I'm going to be happy about it. It does not mean I'm going to be happy about it, and I cannot say that I'm very happy with having to deal with some of the bullshit that I've had to deal with. But it is blah 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 blah. I just start stroking out, fucking. It is what it is what I was trying to say, dude. There's something in my eye, and it's so annoying. It doesn't even hurt. It just is like irritating. Like I don't feel like I have to keep my eye closed. I don't like it's like I want to tear up, but I'm not tearing up, and it's just the worst feeling. But anyway, yeah, so we're gonna go ahead. We're going to look into my lineage of Muay Thai specifically because I figured that's something I could talk about if you guys were interested. But it's gonna be a little bit harder to do that, and the reason why is because I looked up my lineage, which is Sit Yud Tong Muay Thai. And it's not showing the Wikipedia page for the school in Thailand. Instead, it's showing me Team Sit Tong in America, which is where we were going to be going to. We were going to be getting to that. Um, but it just, I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. It seems like Wikipedia does not have a Sit Tong page anymore, even though they had one for a long time. They have obviously like a Team Sit Tong America one, right? But they don't have one. They don't have one for just the Sityodtong in Thailand, right? But anyway, we'll talk about that in a second. It could be an eyelash. It probably is an eyelash. And Smart Moron says Cejudo should honestly retire if he loses on the weekend. Yeah, I mean, you see, Cejudo did it the wrong way. He retired when he was like, I want to say in his early 30s, like 31, 32, something around there, where like he was at his peak athletically and he was only going to go downhill. And he waited a few years. He waited a few years before getting back into it. And by the time he got back into it, he was in his like mid 30s. And the thing you got to understand about fighting, specifically at the lower weight classes, is you're not going to get better with age. You know, you're going to get worse because you're going to get slower. You're going to get a little bit less agile, right? You need speed and a certain athleticism that a lot of guys who are at heavier weights do not necessarily need, right? And this actually presents a bit of a challenge if you're a bigger guy, and I'll tell you why. But like it's a situation with Henry Cejudo where he could have had another few years of like unadulterated dominance before he started losing in the way that he is now. But he decided he wanted to take time off, get fat, you know, and then out of nowhere he was like, "Oh, dude, fucking, what is life without a fight?" And he got back into fighting, right? Hey, it is what it is, you know. He's gonna do him, but this is a dude. I think he was the second double champ, champ, whatever you want to call it, in UFC history. If not, he was the third behind Amanda Nunes. I forget which one of them came first, but like no small feat, you know, no small feat. And he beat Mighty Mouse, didn't he? I'm pretty sure he beat Mighty Mouse on the way out. Henry Cejudo. Henry Cejudo. I just want to see, right? I want to see who he's beat because he's beaten some really good fucking guys, you know? And I mean, look at this resume, right? And this is the thing about Henry Cejudo, and I think this is why he decided he wanted to quit. Not quit, but retire when he did. He has been competing at a high level since he was a child, basically. He was born in what? I almost said 2024, 87. So, Junior World Championships, silver in Guatemala City in 2006. So that was before he was 20 years old. He wasn't even 20 years old, and he was competing at a high level internationally. I'm not just talking about like, oh, you know, he went to good college. He went to a good college. No, he was on the world stage before he was even 20 years old. The amount of work that you have to put in to get to a national level, let alone a world level, is fucking insane. And I have a feeling that in his early 30s, he may have had a bit of a quarter life crisis and was like, oh shit. I mean, yeah, I'm glad I spent my life doing what I did, but like, look at all these golds. Look at all these fucking golds and silvers, and then I'm also champ. Maybe I could take some time off. Maybe I can enjoy my youth while I still have it. And because of that, that's probably why he retired. Like no shit, you know. And then he realized, like, oh fuck, I don't know anything else. Life is boring without competition. So he got back into it for that reason, you know. But let's excuse me, just out of curiosity, right? Oh no, he lost to Demetrius Johnson. Oh, but then he beat Demetrius Johnson, split decision. Yeah, you know, he still beat Demetrius Johnson though. Is the bottom line, right? Oh, man, dude, you gotta be kidding me. This thing is annoying as hell. But yeah, I mean, look at that fucking Demetrius Johnson, T.J. Dillashaw, right? Marlon Moraes, right? Why am I like confused about where he's why am I confused about how to say his name? I'm pretty sure oh no, never mind. There was a guy from my wife's home city with the last name Moraes. Moraes. Again, however the fuck you say that name. And then who did he lose to? Aljo and fucking Merab. It's like there's really no shame in losing to these two guys. You know, bottom line, like he had a pretty decent run. You know, he had a pretty decent run. Not many people can say they beat Demetrius Johnson. You know, what's going on, Lorian Video? What's going on, Mr. Tomahawk? How you doing? Cherry Blossom as well. Wow, we have a whole 2 viewers on Twitch right now. That has to be a record for me. All right, I'm probably going to be accused of view botting my Twitch numbers, and you know what? Right now, I'm almost second guessing myself here. I'm sitting here like, I don't know. Did I fucking, huh? Did I buy viewers and I forgot? Huh? You know, but thank you for being here, regardless of where you are. Okay, we are of course streaming to YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter at the same time. But yeah, thank you guys. But yeah, bottom line, like, you know, Henry Cejudo did kind of have a legendary run, if we're being honest here, you know. And good for him. But like I feel like he probably had that quarter life crisis, and he was like, nah, you know what, I want to get fat and fuck bitches. And basically be in college again. Like that's quite literally what he was probably thinking in his head. And now he's back and he's getting manhandled by top talent, right? But it didn't have to go that way. It didn't have to go that way, is all I'm saying. Right? What's going on, big boss? Trying to get this fucking whatever it is out of my eyelash, whatever it is. It's like almost out. Either that or it is out, and there's just a little bit of irritation still just kind of chilling there. Yeah, he retired in his prime just to spend more time with his family. SMH, what a fucking loser. Family, what a loser. Yeah, nah, I get it, you know. Like Henry Cejudo is one of those guys who he's been grinding his entire life, you know. There has never been a time in his life where he was not working absolutely fucking crazy hard, you know. Daniel Cormier is one of those guys as well, you know. He was an Olympic athlete, and the reason why he didn't bother cutting down to a lighter weight is because he had kidney failure from weight cutting when he was in the Olympics. I think that actually screwed him out of at least one Olympic run. In fact, you know, let's check in on Cormier. See, Daniel Cormier is everything that's wrong with the world today. And I don't mean Daniel Cormier specifically. I'm going to explain what I mean by that after. But I'm just curious, right? Yeah, freestyle wrestling. Bronze in 2007. That's the last time he competed in men's freestyle, right? Pan American Games, Cadet World Championships. That's National Junior College. NCAA Division I, Big 12. Yeah, so he never. Well, I mean, if he did compete at the Olympics, he didn't medal, right? But like he was supposed to. There was a point where he was supposed to compete at the Olympics. I'm curious about what the fuck this is supposed to be. Anyway, and anyway, there was yeah, like let's figure this out, right? After graduating from OSU with a degree in sociology, if OSU is Oklahoma, that means he wrestled under John Smith, which is pretty cool. In sociology, Cormier had a successful career in freestyle wrestling. He was the senior U.S. national champion every year from 03 to 08 and represented Team USA at the world level for each of those years. He competed at 96 kilograms or 211.6 pounds. At the 2004 Olympics, he came fourth after losing to this fucking idiot in the semifinals. You see, so, you know, he almost medaled. You know. He was also a member of the 2008 Olympic wrestling team for USA, where he was named team captain, but pulled from competition due to kidney failure from excessive weight cutting, right? Like that's why Daniel Cormier didn't ever bother like trying to cut down in his fighting career, you know? Because the thing is, when you weigh in for the Olympics, when you weigh in for a wrestling tournament, you weigh in and then you're wrestling a few hours later. So it does, in a certain sense, limit the amount of weight cutting that you're able to get away with. It doesn't mean they don't cut crazy weight or anything like that. It just means that they kind of understand, like, all right, I gotta be careful with this because it's gonna affect no matter what. It's gonna affect my shit no matter what. That's just the way it is. But at the very least, like, I can try and hit that balance. Um, when you're in an MMA fight or a boxing match, the weigh-ins are the day before. And in fact, now the weigh-ins are 2 days before. The weigh-ins are 2 days before, and then they have the ceremonial weigh-ins the night before the fight. So like you have even more time to try and recover and take fluids and food back in and things like that and make sure you're all good. So there was really no reason for DC to not cut down to 185 at least, other than the fact that he was like, nah, I almost fucking died from weight cutting. And that's one of the reasons I think weight cutting is complete bullshit because, and this is another great example of it, with Ilya Topuria. Ilya Topuria wins the featherweight title. He defends it like once or twice. Like let's now we're looking into Ilya Topuria. All right, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Yeah, he won the championship against Alex Volkanovski, and then he defended it once against Max Holloway. Two monsters, right? Um, but then he immediately is like, "Oh no, I'm gonna vacate the title because I can't even make featherweight anymore. I can't make featherweight. That's such a stupid thing. You're gonna, and it's just dumb and it's pointless. Like you're gonna kill yourself slowly over years to try and win a title that you're not even gonna be able to defend by the time you have won the fucking title because you've been weight cutting so much that your body can't take it anymore because you do get to a point where you simply cannot do it anymore. There's a guy in my region, he was supposed to be like the next big thing. Like we all when he got signed to the UFC, we were like, "Oh, all right, we'll see this guy in like the top 5 in the next like 2 to 3 years, I guarantee it," right? And this dude was like a rising star. He was a prospect. His name was Manny Bermudez, right? Fucking we'll go ahead, right? Cuz we're looking up all this fucking shit right here. Yeah, so here he is. Looking for yes, okay. I was just curious. I'm also curious if I know any of these guys. I recognize these two guys. Names, just names. This guy as well. Not sure. Um, you see that this I've fought for Cage Titans before. And then CES is kind of our regional thing, right? So I'm like, oh, I wonder who he's fought. Anyway, so you see, right? Win, loss, right? And it was a catch weight. Oh, wait, excuse me. Even before that, catch weight of 140 pounds. It was supposed to be at 135. Bermudez missed weight. All right, catch weight, 140 pounds bout. Guess who lost? Guess who missed weight? Guess who missed weight again? Right? And they were nice enough to let him stay in the organization because he was on a 3-fight win streak, even with the missed weight on that last fight versus Benito Lopez, right? And then in addition to that, there's it's all submission victories, right? It's all wins. Return to featherweight, fucking, and even I forgot about this part. Even when he returned to featherweight, he was unable to make 145 pounds, right? And I think that's because, again, like, they like to fuck around. People like to fuck around, and they like to people like to play. People like to play around with this shit. They like to say, okay, so I need to be at 145 on the day of the weigh-in, so I don't need to worry about getting to 143 or anything like that, because that's where I was able to get to last time, and they had to bump it up to whatever, right? Or you get what I'm saying, right? Instead of aiming for under, so that he can be absolutely sure, he was aiming for the weight itself, and he was doing it via weight cut, and his body simply could not handle the weight cut anymore. And because of that, he missed not even 3 fights in a row. He missed weight 3 fights in a row, right? And then he ended up missing after fucking what's it called? The thing. After the thing and the stuff. I'm trying to make a point, right? Wow, Scotty, pretty impressive record you got there. Didn't know you fought under another name. Yeah, yeah. A lot of people don't realize I'm actually Puerto Rican. I'm actually fresh off the boat from Puerto Rico. Um, Imagine me walking around being like I'm Boricua. That'd be fucking wild. Anyway, the point of what I'm trying to say is like eventually you can't do it anymore, and trying to do it is at best just not going to work. At worst, it's going to be hazardous for your health. And again, I don't use this guy as an example because I'm like, like it sucks because I mean look at this fucking 14-0. He loses, right, and unanimous decision, and I guarantee you it was partially because of the failed weight cut. I guarantee you it was partially because of the failed weight cut. And then he had to fight. I feel like they probably did this to punish him as well, right? Charles Rosa is also a Boston guy, and they made him fight Charles Rosa at a Boston, Massachusetts card. I remember watching this card thinking, oh, fuck, that's weird. Huh. Wow, that sucks that 2 Boston guys got to go up against each other right now. Damn, you know? And then after this, right, I remember, like, because, I'm paying attention to this guy, because, again, he's supposed to be the next best thing. He ends up submitting this guy after missing weight, right? I would assume they were probably supposed to be at 155. And it just, yeah, he basically was just like, yeah, I think I gotta knock this shit off, guys. I think I gotta get out of here. It sucks. Um, I want to be fat and fuck bitches. I can't argue with that logic, but probably not the best strategy for kicking blokes in the face. Exactly. Daniel had a lot more MMA fights than Henry for sure, though. Oh yeah, definitely. For sure. Um, Soy Boricua. What part of Boston is this guy from versus the Rosa guy? Might have made sense if one was from Southie and the other was from the North End or Roxbury. I mean, no, it doesn't make sense at all because fucking the New England MMA world is pretty tight knit. Everybody knows each other. And I was stupid with it. I was dumb as fuck with it when I first started. Because I was a dumbass kid. I felt like I didn't have anything to live for, so I was looking for something to die for. That type of bullshit. Obviously not literally die for, but like I didn't understand how tight knit everything is in New England, specifically in Massachusetts, and because of that, like I'm hearing things about certain gyms. There's like shady shit going on at certain gyms, and like my autistic late teenage ass is like, oh, those guys are the enemy now. Those guys are the enemy. Those guys are Cobra Kai. Those guys are the Cobra Kai of New England MMA is what they are. When really, like, my coach knows their coaches and he's cool with them. They used to do business with each other. They just don't talk anymore because like that happens sometimes. You fall out of contact with people. And I'm sitting here like talking shit. You know, that was so fucking stupid of me, dude. That was so dumb. Um, but yeah, oh man, dude, I gotta get eye drops or something. It's like I can feel it working its way towards here, which is a good thing, but it's just so fucking annoying. It's so annoying, dude. So fucking annoying. Oh yeah, but I was saying like Daniel Cormier is like everything that's wrong with the world today. And when I say that, I don't mean Daniel Cormier himself. Like DC is like a really cool guy. He's like really nice, to my understanding, right? Um, just like a happy-go-lucky dude, very positive, very broy. Um, and he's also like a very respectable guy. He's like a family man, you know. Um, and everybody shitted on him during the John Jones Daniel Cormier beef. I was one of the people who was like, nah, DC seems like the kind of guy I want to see win, you know. And it really just goes to show what's wrong with the fucking world, you know. You can't just be a good guy anymore. You got to be a fucking bitch like Jones, you know. You got to be the kind of guy who, when he's getting arrested again, he starts crying, yelling, "I hate you!" You know. Yeah, that's real badass. That's real fucking badass. You know. Fucking holy shit. It's crazy. Respectable people don't get respect anymore because a lot of people see themselves in the shitheads and they don't want to turn on themselves, you know. Everybody has the capacity. Everybody has the capability to be a shithead. Um, and a lot of people today are not taught how to turn away from that. You know, we don't bother teaching people to turn away from it or even how to turn away from it anymore. So you get a lot of people who are like, well, yeah, but John Jones kicks ass. It's like, yeah, he kicks his wife's ass, I guess. He crashes into pregnant women and flees the scene. He is an awful person. You know, and there's a lot of people who say that kind of shit now, don't get me wrong, right? But um I remember years and years ago people were like they just didn't care. They didn't want to hear it, you know, and it's like, man, that's fucking dumb, bro, you know. Um have you tried that neti pot shit? It actually works, but you got to use scalding hot water. I mean, I don't need my sinuses cleaned. Man, Scott got arrested but used karate to beat up the entire police force. Now he runs a town. Exactly. They call me Sheriff Scott. They call me Sheriff Sullivan. Sheriff Sensei Scott Sullivan. Um yeah, so we were supposed to talk about my huh. We were supposed to talk about my my Muay Thai lineage, but for some reason it's not on here anymore. All right, maybe it'll be here, right? Sorry, I'm just trying to figure this out. Uh, hmm. Yep. So I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. Anyway, uh, what about when you got arrested? Oh boy, man. Fucking. Oh yeah. Before I get into it, I'm really happy to say that this water came here today. Right. This is from the Rappahannock River. This is water from the river that my great great grandfather had to cross. Um, generations ago, like like 60, 170 years ago, in order to take part in the Battle of Fredericksburg. I was able to uh, when I visited last month. I was able to find this. Well, find it. You know, the river was right there. It was easy. You couldn't miss it. You couldn't miss it. But I was able to get down to the riverside and get some of this in there. I gotta put it in a more appropriate container. You know, I'm really excited this got here though. I wanted to show it to you guys. But anyway, so um, this right here is Crew Yodtong. All right, Yodtong Senanen. I would assume that's how you say it. Now, Yodtong Sirawalak. Right. Again, I don't know how to pronounce this. Right. He was given the ring name. Right. Yodtong Senanen, right? I have no clue what this second word means, but the thing you have to understand about Muay Thai, and I don't know if this is still a huge thing, it might be, it might not be. Muay Thai has kind of been changing over the last specifically decade or so. But the way Muay Thai works is you tend to be given a nickname, right? And it'll usually be like whatever, Kang Puek Kiatson Grit, right? Kang Puek means crazy elephant, and then Kiatson Grit is the name of his gym, right? So it's basically supposed to be the crazy elephant of the Kiatson Grit gym. Bukau, right? Poor I believe it's Bankamek now, right? Or just Bukau Bankamek. That means the White Lotus of the Bankamek gym or the Bankamek camp, right? So like the reason why he was given that ring name is because Yodtong may be his first name or whatever it happens to be, right? Or apparently not. Interesting. I don't know like every little thing about Crew Yodtong's life, right? I don't know every teeny tiny little thing about his life. I'm just kind of trying to explain a little bit about Muay Thai as a whole, right? So that you can kind of understand why there's like 5 different fucking names for him, But the bottom line is, this was the founder and grandmaster of the form of Muay Thai that I was studying for a long time, right? It is known as Sit Yud Tong. Now, Sit means student. So when you say Sit Yud Tong, what you mean is student of Yod Tong, right? So Sit Yud Tong Muay Thai, student of Yod Tong Thai boxing is basically what that is. He created a gym in Thailand called Sit Yod Tong, and he ended up coaching a lot of champions from the golden age of Muay Thai, and what are considered some of the best to ever do it. Like, there's a lot of guys here. There's a lot of guys that are listed off here. One of them, Samart, right? There was also, I'm trying to see if I could find it. Man, dude, that's annoying. I was trying to see if it was going to show Namsak Noi, because Namsak Noi, he trained under Sit Yud Tong for a little while. He's considered to be like one of the best to ever do it, right? Specifically from the age that he was involved in. When people talk about like the Muay Thai greats, they talk about like San Chai, Bu Kao, right? Those are guys that tended to fight internationally, right? But when it comes to like Namsak Noi and shit like that, I'm pretty sure he fought internationally a little bit, but he wasn't as prolifically known as the Sanchais or anything like that. But it's basically like the Michael Jordan versus LeBron kind of conversation that could be had between those two. And actually, funny enough, they would end up fighting at one point. But and then there's a lot of Western guys, Rob Common, Raymond Deckers, the first Westerner to win a stadium championship in Thailand. Ernesto Hoost, considered to be one of the best heavyweight kickboxers to ever exist. To this day, I watch his stuff when I want to learn how to move as a heavyweight and really implement that Dutch style, because these two are Dutch, but they trained in Thailand. Peter Aerts, like Kenny Florian, he's actually a New England guy. He's a Massachusetts guy. There's a lot of guys here. And funny enough, Chatri Sit Yud Tong, right? If the word Sit Yud Tong sounded familiar to anybody who's really into the fight world, the owner of one championship was a Sit Yud Tong guy, right? But yeah, anyway. Have you heard of Sukmi Ketmu 9? What? He's gonna be the new one champ. Oh yeah, is that it? Is that it? I know the joke is supposed to be suck my something, but I'm trying to figure out what Ketmu 9 is supposed to be. I'm trying to figure out what the hell that's supposed to be. But anyway, he looks like a man who transitioned into a woman to a woman in later life and just wears women's jewelry and looks like an old man. I am not going to I am not going to I'm not going to comment on that. But anyway, so what I was trying to do was find the Wikipedia page for Sityodtong the camp, Sityodtong the gym, right? There used to be a Sityodtong gym, whatever it's called, Wikipedia page, right? Sityodtong the camp is located in Pattaya, Thailand. Yotong, Crew Yotong is dead. All right, he died in 2013. I think he might have fallen off a roof while he was drunk. I'm not even joking around. Like, that's the story I heard from somebody, but it's been like 10 or more years since I asked about that. My crew, right? Crew Rob, have you heard of him? Crew Rob. My crew, right? The guy that was teaching me when I first started. I asked him, oh, so how'd Crew Yotong die? And he's like, oh, we don't talk about that. And then I heard something from someone saying, oh yeah, he fell off a roof. He was drunk and he fell off a roof. I guess, I don't know. But the bottom line is this dude was extremely prolific. He was extremely prolific in the Muay Thai world, right? To the point where his influence echoes in a lot of different places. As I said, you have Chatri Sityodtong. He started one championship. You also have Evolve MMA, Evolve Martial Arts, which is a Sityodtong affiliate. I guess you could call it a Sityodtong affiliate, kind of, sort of, right? Sityodtong guys started that up, and a lot of them were teaching there and stuff like that, Just as an example, that's one of, like, the big gyms in Southeast Asia, specifically. I would assume Asia in general, but I think they're big. I think their HQ is in, like, the Philippines or some shit like that, Excuse me. Anyway, we'll go ahead and we'll read coaching career. Yotong founded his own camp in 1959 at Matapud. I couldn't even tell you. Rayong province. He stayed in that place for approximately 15 years before moving his camp to Banglamung, to the Banglamung district of Chonburi, where it remains. In 1971, Dao Tong Sityodtong became the first champion produced by the gym, winning the Lumpini Stadium Championship. And Lumpini Stadium is in Bangkok. It's one of the two big stadiums for Muay Thai in Thailand, right? This is like the mecca of Muay Thai. This is, if you win a Lumpini Stadium Championship, you are at the tip top, And then there's also Rajadamnern Stadium as well, which you can actually see is listed. They talk a little bit about it, in the Lumpini Stadium thing. But Rajadamnern is the other one. In 1972, Yotong's fighters engaged in a memorable feud with Japanese kickboxers led by Osamu Noguchi. On November 1st, 2005. What the fuck did I get 19 from? Yotong won the first prize in the Thai lottery, where that apparently that's part of his coaching career, worth 56 million baht. He kept approximately 10 million baht for himself and donated the rest to charity, making him extremely popular in that district. Crew Yotong appointed one of his students, Chatri Sityodtong, to be the conservator of Muay Thai in Asia. Mark Delagrati of UFC fame is a conservator of Muay Thai in the U.S. under Crew Yotong. Several Sityodtong camps have been set up around the world. Crew Yotong lived in Chonburi province until his death at 75 in 2013. We're going to go ahead. We're going to take a look at Mark Delagrati in a second. I'm just curious about this. 56 million baht. I want to see how much that is in real money. To USD. That is... wow, that is actually quite a bit of money. Over 1.6 million. That's pretty good. Shit. Good for him. Good for him on that one. Fuck. He kept 10% of that. That's still pretty good. Good for him. Um, so he's basically the Rothschilds of Muay Thai. Are there any prolific ladyboy Muay Thai fighters? Me. It's me. Um, yeah, kind of, sorta in a certain sense, I guess. Right? Kind of, sorta. Um, based Muay Thai fighting lore. Yeah. It's fun to learn about stuff like this. But so Kru Yotong is the grandmaster, if you will, right? He handed down teachings, and more specifically, he handed down the brand to Mark Delagrati, Kru Mark Delagrati, right? He you would call him Kru Mark. Oh, he was born a day before me, 20 years before me. So he is 20 years and 1 day older than me. That's kind of funny to think about. He also this is most certainly him in like 2007. Look at this fucking guy. Mark Delagrati is an American former professional Muay Thai kickboxer and trainer in Muay Thai. He is the owner and operator of Sit Yotong USA branch in Somerville, Massachusetts, and was certified and appointed by Master Yotong to be recognized as an international conservator of Thai-style boxing. Mark also has extensive training and is certified in the arts of Eskrima, Penchak Silat, baby. Whoa, hell yeah. Jeet Kune Do, Savat, and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Excuse me. Yeah, so this guy, right, he goes out to Thailand, he learns Muay Thai in addition to all this other, dumb shit. and he ends up bringing it back to America. He opens up Sit Yotong USA in Somerville, Massachusetts. Okay, now this is kind of where we start to get into this. Now, Mark Delagrati, right? He is just one of many students of the Sit Yotong style of Muay Thai, or whatever you want to call it, right? The Sit Yotong brand. He's one of many students. So it's not like he's the only guy who has a Sit Yotong gym around, right? As you can see, there's quite a few of them. But what makes him so prolific is, one, the fact that he was one of the early faces when it comes to a trainer, right? He was one of the early guys when it comes to training people in MMA, where he was able to really make it into its own thing, right? He was known as one of those trainers that is like kind of like an early days Trevor Whitman, kind of like an early days Eric Nixick and things like that. Obviously, Sit Yotong in Boston is not what it used to be, right? It used to be a lot more prolific than it was, but he like, this guy is he's somebody, right? He's somebody in the early days who really pushed the art forward, right? He pushed the art forward. I was just curious, right? Delagrati, known for his Boston accent, is a featured kickboxing trainer in Spike TV's The Ultimate Fighter 4. I thought he was in the first Ultimate Fighter as well. I could have swore he was. Maybe not. Oh no, you know what? I think it might have been Peter Welch, right? Side thing, right? Let's see if he has one. Boxer. Peter Welch, boxer kid. I want to see if he yeah. Yeah, I'm not seeing a Wikipedia page for him, but this excuse me. Oh, what? What the hell is this? What the, huh? What? Fucking legendary boxer Peter Welch and the top trainers from rival gyms around Boston start a new promotion to revive boxing. They choose two of their best fighters for the first bout. After a week of intense training, the fighters finally face off in the ring. That's interesting. I'm just curious. I'm curious about who the other guy, the rival is, And apparently it didn't revive boxing very well. You know, I had no idea this was a thing. Apparently, there was one season and one episode. I would guess. I don't know. Maybe this was like a TV movie sort of thing. I don't know. But regardless, anyway, quick little side thing. Peter Welch was he was he was a coach on one of the Ultimate Fighter seasons. I think he was literally one of the like I think he might have been like one of the season one coaches, and that's why I might have been a little bit confused about that. But um anyway, so like I said, uh when it comes down to it, it's not the only gym, right? Sit Yud Tong Boston is not the only gym that has Sit Yud Tong as a no, it's not the only gym that has the Sit Yud Tong brand of Muay Thai or whatever you want to call it, right? As you can see, there's Australia, fucking Finland, Netherlands, Mexico, two in Singapore, right? You see, evolve Singapore, right? So Singapore is actually the home base, I think. Then in that case, one in Switzerland, obviously Thailand, right? And then tons in the United States. We got California, another California, a Chicago, Bidford, Maine, Team Irish. Apparently they have two. Bellingham, Massachusetts. This gym is still around. Beverly, Massachusetts. I don't know if this gym is still around. I never knew of a Sit Yot Tong North Shore. It's weird that Sit Yot Tong's in Somerville, which like that's kind of the greater Boston area, but it's north of Boston, so it's like technically kind of North Shore in a certain sense. But either way, Lenox, Massachusetts. Have no clue if this is still up. Apparently this is fucking. Apparently this has its own shit. I guess I don't know. Yeah, I'm just fucking curious about this shit. They must have they definitely there's no way they're not sorry, I was just curious about this. I was curious about this. Anyway, hmm, that's weird. I'm finding out about this shit that I didn't even realize was here. Like we had a North American pancration thing. We had pancration at one point. I had no clue about that. That's pretty crazy. Anyway, that's in Plymouth, Massachusetts. But Naga East Coast Championship. Yep. These guys definitely had a Wikipedia page that they created and then decided to update. There's no way they haven't. I was just curious about that. Anyway, Cape Cod Fighting Alliance. This isn't even around anymore. I remember when this gym opened up and it was closed down like a few years later. Sit Yot Tong Boston. That's Nexus Martial Arts. Never heard of this. Las Vegas, Nevada. Just Peter Pinto. There's just some fucking guy. There's just some guy who's like, yeah, I'm just yeah. New Hampshire. No clue if this is still around. Also, New Hampshire. No clue if this is still around. Westchester, Ohio. I actually think this might still be around, and if not, then the guy is still teaching because Julian Lane, the guy who was on the Ultimate Fighter and he was screaming let me bang, bro. He is a Sit Yot Tong guy. Easton, Pennsylvania. We gotta get Shane Gillis in to do some Muay Thai, and then fucking Vietnam, right? So, High Ecuador pancration is like Greek MMA to a degree, but it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different. Different rule sets, different equipment. It can be a little interesting to watch, I guess, but it's just kind of like one of those things where it's like MMA, but with all this added shit that makes it kind of dumb. That's what pancration has essentially become. You know, um, does Tiger Muay Thai fall into the lineage of this guy Fiziev and Yan, some of my favorite fighters? I don't think it does, and if it does, it would probably be a situation where uh, these guys just made their way around. The founders of Tiger Muay Thai. In fact, you know what? Fuck it. Let's see. Let's see. Uh, Tiger Muay Thai. But yeah, from Mark Delagrati, there was a guy. His name was Rob, right? He is dead. Rest in peace, Rob. Crew Rob specifically, and Crew Rob. He ended up coming to my gym before I was even there. I went in. I started learning Muay Thai from Crew Rob. He ran some classes that could be pretty fun because he had a certain energy about him. And I do miss his classes sometimes. They were a little bit they were fun classes. They were fun classes. And I had a good time. I used to show up high all the fucking time. I'm going down memory lane now, geez. But rest in peace, Crew Rob. And I forget if I explained what the word crew is. Crew is basically just teacher, right? Basically is the Thai equivalent to sensei. Um, damn, you know. Uh, the politics surrounding the word crew is a little bit like weird too, because like to be a crew in Thailand is like, oh, I fought for a while and now I'm coaching, or like, I started doing Muay Thai. I might have fought, I might not have fought, but either way, I know a lot and I can get dudes ready for fights. So, like, I'm a crew, right? Because like crew just means teacher, right? Someone at a school would be a crew, right? But like crew, insofar as like an honorific title, for Muay Thai specifically, that's different, right? Um, Someone like Mark Delagrati, he had the title crew bestowed upon him by Crew Yodtong. So that kind of means something there. Now, Crew Rob had his title bestowed upon him by Crew Mark Delagrati. And because of this, it kind of means something. But Crew Rob never fought like that. He was just someone who really enjoyed the training. I think he fought in a few smokers, right? But like the further you get away from Thailand and the further you get away from the Muay Thai culture, the more you have people who are like, yeah, I did a seminar and they gave me a certificate that said, I'm now a crew, you know, and it's like that's a little bit weird. So like I'll never call myself Crew Scott. I'll never tell people to call me Crew Scott. That'd be like weird. That'd be dumb, you know. The more I think about it, the more I don't want to be super ultra traditional, unless there is a good reason for it. Like maybe there's something with kids classes where it's like because half the reason their kids are being brought in by the parents is because the parents want them to be disciplined, right? They want them to learn discipline. Um, because of that, then like, all right, maybe we'll adhere to the traditions. When they walk in, I'll be like, sweaty cup, things like that. I'll tell them to stand on the line, get into formation. We'll bow to each other, turn around, bow to the American flag, things like that. Or why to the American flag, and it would literally be why crew, right? And then turn around, why to the flag. Um, like that's one thing, but me, like, I'm kind of realizing it's not a good thing for me to be trying to be like super duper traditional or anything like that. I've never been to Thai I almost said Muay Thai. I've never been to Thailand, right? Mm. And in addition to that, the way they fight in Thailand is simply not good for someone like me, right? Even if I lost weight, right? I could lose weight and I could hit 170 pounds again and I could fight. I should not be fighting like a lot of Muay Thai guys fight. That's just not a good idea for me. I'm a little bit too big. I'm a little bit too wide. I'm a little bit too long. I'm too lanky, in a bad way for that kind of style. So it's just not going to work for me. Same thing with jiu-jitsu, right? We get a lot of Brazilians who come into my gym, and for one thing, they don't really speak English very well. But even if they do speak English, they'll be like, "Oh, are there any Brazilians here?" And we'll be like, not really. No, there's not a ton of them. Oh, well, who teaches the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu? And I'll be like, me. And they'll be like, oh. There's kind of like a moment where they're like, oh, but I thought it would be a Brazilian. I only want to learn from the Brazilian. I want to learn how to pass the quad. You know, um, it's like if I took over my gym tomorrow, I'd probably take the Brazilian out of the jiu-jitsu. I don't think I'd call it American jiu-jitsu. I might just call it jiu-jitsu. And then in addition to that, I'd put a greater focus on no-gi grappling, and I'd fold it back into catch wrestling or something like that. I might seriously start like practicing under the catch wrestling rule set, and like start calling myself fucking catch wrestling, because I might as well. I might as well do that, because there's gonna be a lot of Brazilians who don't want to learn from fucking Ginger Scott, you know, Irish American Jiu Jitsu. That's gonna be it. That's gonna be it. That's what we're gonna call it, you know. Um, but yeah, so like I'm never gonna call myself Crew Scott. I don't care. Well, I couldn't go to Crew Rob. He's dead. He died last year. You know. Rest in peace. But if I decided I was gonna start going to Sitio Tong in Somerville, you know, the home base, right? If I found the time and the energy and the money to be able to make a fucking trip up there multiple times a week, and I put in enough work, and the politics was right, and I was awarded the honorific title of crew, I probably wouldn't be walking around like, yeah, you call me Crew Scott. You call me Crew Scott. So sweaty cup, pop cup, fucking lao. You know, like I fucking every every Muay Thai guy, like if you took 100 Muay Thai instructors and put them in a room together, they would walk out of that room being fluent in Thai, because each Muay Thai instructor knows two or three, sometimes maybe even four words in Thai, and they repeat them ad nauseum. And the words that I know are going to be different from the words that the next guy knows. So if you get us all in a room, and I'm like, what words do you know? I know sweaty cup. Yeah, I know you know that too. But I know lao quickly. You know, quickly. What else do I know? I know top mala. You know, stabbing elbow, top mala. All right, what do you know? What do you know? Right? Like if we did that, we would all be able to speak Thai after like 6 or 7 hours in that room together. But anyway, yeah, that's never gonna be me. I'm realizing that's not a good thing for me to try and be. And that's fine, because it's not like I'm in Chonburi province or anything like that. I'm in Massachusetts. I'll just be a guy from Massachusetts. It's all good. I think people appreciate that, you know. Um, same thing with jujitsu. You know, the benefit of jujitsu is that you have belts, and somebody who is interested in belts, they're gonna be like, oh, I can get a black belt after a while. Okay, yeah, I'll do this. But you know, if I was gonna do jujitsu classes, I'd probably take the Brazilian out of it, and I'd just start calling it jujitsu, and then I'd also really try and push like the catch wrestling. You know, it's like I said, um, fucking none of that feel when none of you guys know Thai, the actual Thai guys are just teaching you gibberish. That'd be fucking hilarious. That's what I'd do. That's what I'd do if I was Thai. I'd be like, yeah, eat these. I'm trying my best to do like a Thai. I'm trying my best to do like a Thai accent. It's kind of tough. I teach this Thai chick. I teach this Thai chick how to do Muay Thai. You know, she lives in America, and you know, she visits Thailand once a year for like 3 4 months. She gets away from the winter cold and shit like that. So that's interesting. But yeah, when she comes back, I'm hoping she's gonna hit me up again, because you know it's good to have private lessons. It's good to have money coming in from fucking, you know, doing things that you like to do. You know, didn't the Japanese invent jujitsu? Well, yeah. You know, you see what happened is the Japanese invented a form of fighting known as jujitsu. It was originally a grappling and striking art, and what happened, there's a couple of different explanations. The explanation that you hear most is that they started taking out some of the more dangerous things to try and test, and they started competing and practicing more of the things that are not as dangerous to test. Like, for instance, if I wanted to test poking you in the eye, I couldn't do that, right? It wouldn't be a good idea for me to be trying to poke you in the eye, even pretending to poke you in the eye. I do what the Three Stooges did. They used to poke each other right here. A little camera trick. Um, like that's you obviously can't practice that a ton. So they took that shit out. And then, if I'm being honest with you, I have a feeling maybe it was probably because a lot of it was bullshit anyway. I don't know though. I don't know. I'm just telling you the lore. I'm just telling you the lore that you're gonna hear mostly from other people. And eventually, what ended up happening is after a while, people were just like, "Yeah, why don't we just like do this grappling shit?" You had dudes like Kano who came around who he took some of the better techniques for him, and he also took techniques from European styles of grappling, like collar and elbow, or did just different European styles of grappling, and he combined them together to create what would end up becoming judo. Right? It would become it would become judo. And eventually a guy, not even like very soon after, like you don't realize it, but judo is still like a very recent invention. It's only about as old as the Civil War in America, honestly. Like I'm pretty sure Khan, in fact, you know what? Fuck it. We're doing all this shit. We're doing all this shit. Jigoro Kano. Jigglypuff Kano. Um Oh no, he was born in 1860. So he was in elementary school when the U.S. Civil War ended. And he died in 1938, which is pretty crazy. So there's jujutsu, Kodokan Judo. And during the early 1880s, there was no clear separation between the jujutsu that Kano was teaching and the jujutsu that his teachers had taught in the past. Yeah, so like our parents were alive. Most of our parents were alive before judo was even 100 years old, right? Like judo is a very recent sort of development in terms of like Japanese grappling, which is pretty crazy. I feel like I said grapping. Japanese Japanese japping. Um, but yeah, like it's still pretty new. So you had Kano who came around. He took some of the throws and techniques that he could use from judo because he was a smaller guy compared to a lot of the other dudes that he was facing off against, and he combined it with techniques that he found from other styles across the world, whether it was like Mongolian or Chinese jacket wrestling, whether it was collar and elbow in Europe, or some kind of catch can, whatever it was, right? And that's how judo was created. Then what ended up happening is a man named Mitsuyo Maeda, right? Maeda, whatever. He traveled to Japan. Fuck. He traveled from Japan to Brazil, where he taught a bunch of different people, including the Gracie family. He taught some of the Gracies judo, and the Gracies ended up taking it, and they kind of made it into their own thing, right? Now, what you'll see a lot of is judo guys who are like, actually, Brazilian jiu-jitsu is just judo. And it's like, yeah, it's totally just judo. That's why the fight ends in judo matches when both guys hit the ground. Yeah. Jiu-jitsu is definitely just judo. That's why when judo guys hit the ground, the referee says stop and awards an ippon to someone, and then they're the winner. Yeah, totally. In addition to that, though, you had certain things that were taken from other like again, it's just a story of borrowing things. It's just a story of borrowing things. That's why, like, when people talk about martial arts coming from Asia and shit like that, I scoff, because it's usually just noble savage mythology about like the exotic Asians and shit like that. I think that that's almost quite literally what I said in the video that I made on this topic. Martial arts did not come from Asia. You should check that out if you haven't. It's on my channel, YouTube channel. But um you know, there's a lot of people out there who they want to assign some kind of mysticism or some kind of like ancient Chinese secret bullshit to anything that comes from Asia, especially the fighting techniques. And because of that, they think that judo and jujitsu and martial arts in general came from Asia, when really the first recorded martial art was supposed to have come from India. So that's a little funny. People aren't usually thinking about Indians when they think of Asian martial arts. So it's interesting how that happens. And then on top of that, Kano took everything he could from anywhere, including the White Devil. You know, so it's just funny. There's nothing new under the sun. And when someone is like, well, you know, martial arts come from Asia, so I don't want to hear any of that China virus shit from anybody. It's like, all right, man. Fucking. First off, they didn't come from Asia. Second off, like, it literally came from a Wuhan lab. But let's keep the politics from 5 years ago out of it. You know, let's keep the politics from 5 years ago out of it. But yeah, anyway, man, sorry. I'm just trying my best to. That thing is still in there. That thing is still fucking in there. You know. But yeah, so that's my lineage of Muay Thai, right? My lineage of Jiu-Jitsu, I got to be honest with you, I'm not 100% sure about it because, for one thing, there's like I know a few degrees up, and then after that it's a blur, and then eventually it just goes back to the Gracie family. I'm sure, right? But then in addition to that, like, Jiu-Jitsu has kind of become so big. It's so big. No, but jujitsu's become so big that and it's spread around so much that it can be tough to kind of track that. Because me, I've had dudes from B9 that were my black belts. You know, B9, that's Barbosa. He's like a really high level black belt. You know, world champion, and he's known for training like world champions and shit like that. You know, I've had some dudes who were world champs, like they were just straight up world champions, you know. Um then there's some other guys who I don't even know where they got their black belt from. I never bothered to ask them. You know, I've had so many different black belts. I've had so many different fucking black belts. It's cuz they just keep coming and going from my gym over the years, and you know, that's the kind of thing that happens. You get the idea though. You get the idea. Um but yeah, there's that. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna watch some Fishtank live because I believe the next, if the next, oh nice. Damn, Chris is fucking skinnier than me now. You gotta be fucking kidding me, dude. He's skinnier than me now. Fucking shit, dude. Damn. Good for Chris though. Good for Chris though, man. You know, I love Chris, dude. I can't like. He's one of the people. He's one of the people that I still am like, wow. I can't believe I got to meet this dude. I can't believe this dude knows my name. You know, that's like such a crazy thought to me. You know, I'm also like, I'm feeling nostalgic a little bit, right? Because I used to live in a confined space not too dissimilar to this. Excuse me. I used to live in a confined space not too dissimilar to this, right? I had an L-shaped room, and I had about this much room to move around in the kitchen. And it's cramped, but it's cozy. It's real cozy. And I kind of miss I kind of miss it. You know, I miss the I miss living in that confined space. There was just something nice about it. I enjoyed it, you know. It was cozy. It felt like a little haven for me, you know. Are you a torta pounder? No, sir. I only prefer the finest big booty Latinas. My wife is not in the room, so she didn't hear that. But only the finest, only the finest. Imagine him teaching your ancestor jujitsu back then after he got out of the Civil War. That'd be pretty funny, you know. That'd be pretty funny. And what was the martial art that came from India? Pufu. Nah, it was called Kalari Payatu. Kalari Payatu is what it was called, and I'm gonna show it to you because it's exactly what you would think it is. Kalari Payatu. Kalari Payatu. Hello, sir. We need Kalari Payatu. Again, this is exactly what you're gonna think it is. This is like you're gonna be like, oh yeah, pretty much. Oh, get out of here. Get out of here. Oh.
Essentially is a form of warfare.
You see, what this really is just a form of interpretive dance. They're sitting here practicing, like, preset moves and things like that, not actually trying to hit each other, just trying to hit the swords. This is the type of stuff that looks good in a movie, or it looks good when you are, a, a circus performer or something like that, but it doesn't actually, it doesn't actually translate to a real fight. And it's not even a situation where it's like, well, I mean, they're getting comfortable with, like, the idea of having to swing a sword and stuff like that. You don't need to get comfortable with the idea of swinging a sword. You don't. Same thing with shooting a gun. Like, if you had to pick between knowing how to shoot a gun and knowing how to fight, you should pick knowing how to fight 1,000,000% of the time. Because do you know how many people who have zero training on guns end up killing people with guns? Way more people than those who actually have training on guns, right? That's just the way it is. There's that many people in the world, and that many of them have guns, and that few of them have any kind of training with the gun, and yet they still are able to make it work. The same thing goes with knives and shit like that. And in addition to you not actually needing it, right? Sorry, I wanted to make sure I'm in the right spot. In addition to you not actually needing the training or anything like that, right? Sitting here like this, right? You're sword fighting with someone from this far away, you're getting stabbed. It doesn't matter if you're stabbing him. The fact that you're planted this far away from the other guy, he's going to be stabbing you just as much, and if not more, than you were stabbing him. And you don't want to get stabbed, right? If you're in a knife fight, you got to come to terms with the fact that you're going to get stabbed. But you need to mitigate any risk that you're going to take. You need to be able to make sure that you're not going to get stabbed just as bad as he is getting stabbed. Or, like I said, worse. It is your job to make sure that most of the damage is done to him so that you get to go to the hospital instead of the morgue, right? And like in some of the videos where I talk about knife fighting, I call myself an expert. That's kind of a cheeky little thing. I have another video that's going to be coming out very soon, probably this coming Monday, where I examine another knife attack. I examine a knife attack on a police officer, right? I'm going to title that knife fighting expert, blah, 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 right? I call myself a knife fighting expert as a bit of a cheeky move, right? For one thing, clickbait, a little bit of clickbait never hurt anybody, get a few more eyes on your video and things like that. But in addition to that, I'm just as much of an expert at knife fighting as these guys are, because we've both been in the same amount of knife fights. I've never been in a knife fight. Neither have these guys. None of them have. If you've been in more than one knife fight, I gotta ask, what's your fucking problem? What's your deal? Why are you getting into so many knife fights? Nobody has ever been in enough knife fights to actually be able to claim that they're some kind of expert. Anyone who claims that they have, they're a liar. Or what is probably happening is they were in a situation where, like, I don't know, like they were able to stab some people in the back and get away with it somehow. You know, maybe they were a super duper secret Navy SEAL, Green Delta SEAL beret. Oh, and there was like a mission where like they just happened to be able to sneak up on somebody and like they stabbed him. Maybe. But even then, that's Call of Duty shit. That's war movie shit. It's like, okay, have stranger things happen? Yeah, definitely. So I could believe that there's been at least one time in history that a special forces guy snuck up on somebody with a knife, right? I could believe it. I could believe it. I'd believe you, right? But the idea that like the idea that that is the same as what this is supposed to represent, it's just not. So you can't really call yourself a knife fighting expert. It's more just a sneaking up behind guys with a blade expert, you know? The closest anyone could be to being a knife fighting expert would be probably somebody who was in prison. And that's because that's all they have in there is shanks. And you can actually get a little tidbit of information that is kind of sort of helpful from somebody who's been to prison and was involved in that sort of a prison politics situation where if you ask somebody who's been to prison and they've had to deal with that kind of reality, they might tell you, well, yeah, you don't want to run away from somebody. You want to close distance on them. That way they can't stab you as hard and as much. You can wrap up their arm and try and stop them from doing any more damage than they've already done. And one of the ways you can train yourself to get over that fear, that panic response of, oh shit, I want to get away, is by taking cold showers. And I don't just mean like take a cold shower because that's what Marcus Aurelius would have done. You know, they didn't have that kind of plumbing in ancient Rome, but he was taking cold showers every day, right? I mean, like turn ice cold shower on, step into it, stay there. Don't just step into it. Don't be like, oh, all right, okay, all right. You have to step in, stay there for like 10, 15 seconds, step back out. It's kind of like prison Win Hof in a certain sense. It's kind of like prison Win Hof, where you just kind of gotta be like, all right, fine, I'm just gonna relax. I'm just gonna relax. That's it. Once you train your body to overcome that fear response of doing that and trying to run away, you're able to actually work through it and close distance. Like, the bottom line of what I'm trying to say is if there was ever anyone in the world who was a knife fighting expert, it would probably be the kind of guy that you wouldn't want to talk to in the first place, you know? And even then, I hesitate to call those guys knife fighting experts because it's not like they're meeting in the middle of the yard like, hey, are you ready? Did you bring your shank? It's more they're just kind of like I was saying about the Navy SEAL guys. They're better at sneaking up on people and surprising them is really what they're at, is really what they're good at, But anyway, the best strat for knife fights is to just run. Well, I mean, that wouldn't be a knife fight then. That'd just be you running away from somebody who has a knife, You're not wrong. You're not wrong about that, Owen Magoon, right? I don't disagree with you. If you can run away from somebody with a knife, you run away. You absolutely positively do that. However, I think it's annoying and I think it's bullshit when you ask somebody a question and they dance around the question by saying that shit. When somebody says, what would you do if somebody pulled a knife on you? Everybody knows what is meant by that question. And because of that, when somebody asks me, if I am going to say, oh, just run, I'm going to say, well, I mean, if I could run, I would run. But if I could not run, this is how I would try to handle it. Right? I'm not gonna answer the question by like being a boner killer because that's what a lot of guys do. That's one of the things Ramsey Dewey likes to do. That's what the Metatron. I'm pretty sure he did a knife fighting, not a knife fighting, but fighting a knifed attacker. Jeez, fighting an armed attacker specifically with a knife. He just said, just run. Don't try and fight him. Just run. It's like, all right, fine, I agree, but like, we all know what people mean by that. They mean, what if you can't run for whatever reason? Because I believe it or not, believe it or not, I didn't take to that whole baby boomer, hate wife bullshit, you know? I actually love my wife, and if I was with my wife and somebody approached us with a knife and I thought, oh, this guy might really fucking stab us. I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna hightail it out of there and leave my wife to be the one to get fucking stabbed. I'm gonna fight the guy. That's what I'm going to do, you know? Um, it's such a stupid like Krav Maga bro thing, you know. It's and even Krav Maga guys, they have their bullshit like what you do is whoa, whoa, that's what you do. Yeah, that's what you hit them with, you know. They even have their own bullshit, but like it's the discourse around the subject itself where it's like, well, you got to run because you got to get home safe to your family. You got to get home to your family, so you better run. You got to run because you got a family to get home to. They always love talking about you got to get home safe to your family, you know? Like I'm a cop, you know? Man, ever done cryotherapy before? It feels crazy. I'm sure it feels crazy. But does it hurt? I would imagine it hurts to a certain degree because like if I hurt my fist and I need to ice it, I won't put an ice pack on it. I'm gonna fill a bowl of water with ice, cold water with ice, and I'm gonna submerge the hand for about 5 minutes at a time. No more than 10 minutes, at least 5 minutes, right? When I was growing up, I was always told, "Oh, well, you what you want to do is you want to take an ice pack and you want to wrap it in a towel and you want to put it up against whatever it is you need to ice." That never worked. That never fucking worked. I really think you need to be uncomfortable for icing to actually work. I think you really need to be like, oh, fuck, fuck, fuck. You know, I think you like that's how like you need to be in that kind of pain, you know, and you need to work through that. And it won't hurt forever, but there's going to be an uncomfortable minute or two of like, oh, I hate this. Fuck, I hate this. Damn, I can't stand this shit. I fucking hate this. You know, it's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be uncomfortable, you know. Um, the point that I'm trying to make, Scratch Coast, is I would imagine that cryotherapy probably fucking hurts to a degree. There's probably like a good 45 seconds, maybe a minute, minute and a half where you're just like, oh, damn it, why am I doing this? Why am I in this bullshit? Oh, damn, oh, yeah, you know. Oh, oh, man. Excuse me. Anyway, we were supposed to, watch some Fishtank. Did they release a new episode this week? Or did they just, like, forget? Oh. Fishtank. First tank. Yeah. Yeah, they just didn't release an episode. Oh well. We'll play some AoE. I think they're done with the episodes for a while. Why? Did they mention why? I don't know why. Well, like you know, the last thing I want to do is like the last thing I want to do is be critical of like Jet or Ben or anything like that. You know, obviously I love those guys and you know it's their thing and they're gonna do whatever they want with it. But like, it's just like by the time the episodes are completed, by the time the episodes are done, it's gonna be like season 4, and nobody's gonna care about season 2 anymore. You know, um, so there's gonna be a point where it's like I was a part of season 2, so I'm gonna want to watch season 2 with you guys. But also, it's like they're gearing up for season 4.5. You know, and it's like, should I even bother? You know, especially if I wasn't on again. If I wasn't on, say, season 4, or if they didn't hit me up for a 4.5 sort of deal, or whatever they're trying to do, right? Like, then it's like, oh, so am I just gonna look like I'm holding on too tight? You know, I'm holding on to the past too tight. Is that what the is that what this is? You know, because like I think about Fishtank a lot. I'm not like constantly thinking about it all the time, but I don't talk about it constantly on my social medias and things like that because it's like, all right, well, I was on season 2 and 2.5. It's been a little bit over 6 months since 2.5 and Bitch Tank. I wasn't on season 3. I don't know if they need if they need me, if they want me, they can hit me up. But other than that, I'm just keep on doing my thing. I got IRL shit I gotta take care of. I don't need to be like on the internet, like being that guy who can't give it up. Obviously I want to be on season 4. I'm hoping they'll hit me up for season 4. I was hoping they were gonna hit me up for season 3, and I hope when the .5 season comes around, I hope they hit me up for that. I hope it's another. I hope it's another Blood Games thing. That'd be fantastic. I would absolutely positively love the hell out of that. But regardless of what happens next, like I don't want to be the guy who's like, you remember when I was on Fishtank season 2, I was Sensei Scott. You remember that? You remember I was Sensei Scott. I did the karate. You go, dude. You remember that? I was Sensei Scott on Fishtank Live season 2. I did the karate. And I wore a red gi, and TJ won. Like, fuck, that'd be insane, Steinfeld and Jet tweeted about it. They want to make the episodes better. All right, well, good for them. That's good. If they don't let you on season 4, it's time to bring out the tickle monster. Oh, dude, I got the tickle monster on standby. Weren't you on season 1, or am I hallucinating? Yeah, I was on season 1 too. I was just brought in as like a boxing trainer in the most general sense. I wasn't like a character or anything like that. Yeah, I was just brought in because Sam wanted to get some boxing training in, and he wanted me to train with John and Airsoft Fatty and anybody else, and then season 2 came around. Like I've said it before, but I never expect to be involved in anything. The only time I ever expected to be involved in anything was season 3 because I was told I would be involved. Things change, as I always say, right? But other than that, I've never expected to be involved in like anything MDE related. Like there was one time I was in a the first time I was ever in anything MDE related. It was during the Gumroad days. It was like the tail end of the Gumroad days. Sam wanted to do a Dust Bangers video that I would be one of the people in. And the premise of the Dust Bangers episode was going to be that we had a multi-round boxing match with each other. It was semi-real. We were really sparring with each other. We weren't trying to kill each other. We were really sparring though. And every round we were going to introduce ourselves as something new, as new people, right? So it was going to be like it was going to be like a new fight. Like it was. Me explaining it just makes it sound stupid. I mean, it is Dust Bangers. The whole point of it is that it's supposed to be fucking like absurd, Like, but I'm dissecting the frog right now. Not that video is ever gonna come out, right? Yeah. So we did that. I felt like I did not do that well because, for one thing, I didn't ever expect to be in a Sam Hyde video in my life, right? And the day before we were supposed to meet up to get training in, he was like, yo, you want to be in a Dust Bangers video? So I had one day to prepare for this, that's the first time I met Jet, Julian, Joey was there as well. I stepped on Joey's Balenciagas by mistake. I still feel shitty about that, whenever I ruin something that's nice. But then again, it was Balenciagas. So, fucking fuckheads. Anyway, but yeah, like regardless, like that was the first time I was ever involved in anything that was like creative in terms of like MDE, right? And I never expected to be involved in that. And after that, I assumed that since I bombed, I didn't do that good of a job. Sam was probably like, well, that was his audition and he failed. We don't need him, you know? But I ended up getting hit up for other things. And it didn't get released, not just because I bombed, right? It didn't get released as well because there was another dude working out at the place we were at, and he was blasting music that would have gotten him copyright struck. They would have been like they just couldn't use the footage. It just would not have worked. Um, excuse me. So that was one of the reasons why it didn't get released as well. You know, but like what I'm trying to say, you know, I'm telling you guys a bit of a story about the first time I was ever involved in anything creative with MDE, right? Um, but then in addition to that, I'm telling you, like, I didn't expect to be involved in that first thing. And now here I am. I've been in almost every season of Fishtank at this point. Um, you know, to the point where like I've kind of become part of the brand in a certain sense. Even when I'm gone, people are still like talking about me in relation to Fishtank, you know? And every single time I've been hit up to be a part of something, whether it was Sam and Nick After Dark, Fishtank, I hit them up to be a part of World Peace too, but that's, you know, I did that because they were putting out ads for extras. I was like, hey, you know, I'll show up and not be annoying. I can at least do that. I can at least be that, you know. Um, make it a little bit easier on them, you know. But yeah, like there was anything that I was involved in, I did not expect to be involved in it, and I just got hit up randomly, usually like an hour or two before it was gonna start, and they were like, "Yo, you should come down to this," and I was like, "Yeah, sure, I'll be there." You know, that's usually how it would go. So it's kind of a situation where it's like, well, you know, there's kind of a pattern here where I get hit up to be in things, but you know, that for one thing, that pattern was broken. But then on top of that, like, you know, I never expected, so I'm not gonna start expecting things, is what I'm trying to say, you know. Um, which episode or whatever of Dustbang is or whatever it's called, I want to see. No, they never released it. High Ecuador, they never released it. You know, there's let me see if I can find it though. Wait, no, X. Oh geez, it's fucking damn. It's in light mode. Why is it in light mode? This is what I'm trying to populate my feed with, by the way. This is what I'm trying my best to populate my feed with is just fuck the politics shit. I just want memes and cats and bunnies and shit like that. You know. And hamsters. I almost got a gerbil the other day. Ooh, it's a quokka. Ooh. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Oh, dude, it's a mom. It's a mommy and it's got a little oh, that's adorable. Oh, who's gonna be in this? Who's gonna be in this? It's a little bunny. It's a little bunny. It's a little bunny. Anyway, let me see if I can uh Jan 1st, I guess. I'm sure if I scroll down enough. Oh, 2022 is when it 2022 is when that was. Um maybe it'll oh, no. Of course, fucking you see I'm trying to find a picture from when we were recording, but I'm having a hard time finding it. You know, I'm having a hard time finding it. It's somewhere. It's fucking somewhere, you know. I'll scroll down for another second or two. I think it's good. I think it's good too. Yeah. No, I don't think we're gonna find it. Wait, what? Huh? All right, okay. Uh, yeah, it's like hopping around, you know. Like there's December 9th, 2021, January 9th, 2022, you know. Bottom line, maybe if I find media. See now I'm curious. Now I'm like, oh dude, you know, it'd be nice to see that picture again. Be nice to see that picture again. Huh. From Wigger 2022. Oh man. Yeah. So I don't think I'm gonna find it. I don't think I'm gonna find it. But there was a picture that was released to his there was a picture that was released to um Twitter back in like the very beginning of 2021 where it was like me oh jeez. Oh fucking A, dude. Damn. I might have been drunk for this potentially. I don't know. Maybe not. I did a little bit of you see around the end of Blood Games, you know, around the end of Blood Games, I ended up around the end of Blood Games, I ended up doing oh, damn. I thought this was Symbol. I thought this was Symbol right here. Anyway, around the end of Blood Games, right? It got real slow, and because of that, I was like, dude, I don't know what else to do, man. What the hell are we gonna do? You know what? Maybe I'll say fuck it. Jeez, look at that. Anyway, I said maybe I'll say fuck it, and I'll go ahead and I will see now I'm just going through memory lane looking at some of the pictures he posted. I said fuck it, and I was like, nah, I think I'll drink a little bit. I think I'll get drunk just a little bit, right? Um, and the reason why is because like I was like, fuck, I don't know what to do. Maybe if I get a little drunk, I'll end up doing something funny. Well, oh man. Oh yeah, here it is. Yep. So this is the dust bangers. This was us doing dust bangers, right? This is me with a little bit more hair on my bald spot, you know? Don't start crying, Scott, dude. I'm gonna bawl my eyes out. Dude, I blew it. I fucking blew it. Oh no, they didn't have me back for season 3, dude. I fucking blew it. Oh, excuse me. Anyway, I just figured I'd show you guys that because now I was like, oh, you know what? It's been a while since I've seen that photo. But yeah, that was from the first time Sam was ever like, hey, do you want to be in a video? You know, that's what that was. Um. Anyway. Uh. Would be fucking hilarious if you called Sam fake crying and a bunch and made content out of that. Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that the day I'll do that the day I go off the deep end. I'll do that the day I start crashing out. Um oh yeah, duh. I was gonna play a quick game of AoE. At least one game of AoE, you know? Oh. Joey trying to break it up but can't. Yeah. Get that shit the fuck out of here. Oh. I gotta rent another car tomorrow because my car is not done yet. I've been without a car for probably a little bit over a month at this point. If not a little bit over a month, then like, you know, just about a month. And it is the most annoying fucking shit that you have ever seen. Oh, nope. I do not want African clearing. Get that bullshit out of here. Golden Stream, huh? Golden Stream, oh yeah? Oh yeah? Sam looked furious. Did you beat him the sparring, do you think? I mean, we were just sparring for dust bangers is all we were doing. It wasn't anything like that dire. It's never really anything that dire when me and Sam are sparring, you know. Sometimes we pick it up on each other a little bit because we're trying to feel like we got over, you know. But yeah, it's never anything too crazy, you know. Just waiting. Just waiting on that fucking matchmaking. Just a waiting. Just a waiting. I don't know why it feels like it's taking so long. Well, I'm fresh up out of jail with no job, so I steal and rob, creeping through them parks and running them bitches up out them boulevards. All right, gonna go ahead. Yeah, we're gonna go Celts. We're gonna go Kelty boys. Oh, duh. I'm holding this up. Sorry about that. All right. Of course he's playing fucking Mongols. I'm gonna have to be real aggressive. Oh, duh, what am I doing?
Kid, Theodica.
I want to win this, so I'm kind of locked in right now. I apologize if I got like real quiet out of nowhere, you know? Like I said, Mongols is gonna mean I have to really lock in. Plus, it's just high Ecuador here anyway. I guarantee you, nobody else is even here at this point. Such is life when you've fallen off.
Kia, Theodica.
Alright. I think we're good there. Where's the fucking up?
Bitfear.
Course. Done. Alright.
Kid, Raboye.
Nah, you fucking pain in the ass. There we go. I need a oh, there's one.
Valgara.
We done found him. Oh, perfect. Just lurking. I got you, OP. That's cool. Thanks for being here, man.
Erlov, Lineage.
Oh, they're both there. Okay. See, one of the things I'm trying to make sure I do is lure the deer. Because, you know, it makes it a little bit easier
Kia,
almost said castle up, to click up to castle.
Kid, Salgara. Valgara. Toe. Erlov. Toe. Salgara. Valgara. Rabuga. Theodica. Erlov. Kia.
Salgara.
4 and perfect. Hell yeah.
Kid. Rabuga. Kia. Rabuga. Theodica.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, I got 4 of them too. Damn.
Theodica.
I looked up the song Scott was singing. Hoops to Nika's Stash Spot. Stash Spot. Yeah, it is a really good it is a really good song. You see, like I'm into Satanism, right? Not obviously not as like a practitioner of sorts, but just as a topic, right? It's kind of like true crime. Like, oh, dude, what would make someone want to do that? What would make someone want to be that? And Coop was one of the founding members of 666 Mafia, and you know, he talks, or he's dead now. A lot of the 666 Mafia people are dead, and they died young under kind of strange circumstances. You know, things that you would not typically anticipate certain people to, you know, certain things you would not expect to happen, I guess.
Valgara. Valgara.
All right, one sec. Oh, no, damn. No, dude, get fucking A, dude.
Forgare.
No, you idiot. Over there.
Kid. Rabba. Erlov.
Oh,
Kia,
I
Salgare.
damn it. I lost a fucking villager. This, well, I'm fucked now, I guarantee you. That alone probably fucked me right there. Because again, I needed to play tight, because this dude, as soon as he can, is going to be trying to hit me with Mangudai, you know?
Bonnet.
Sure, fucking ass over there.
Valgara.
Yeah, I'm good for now.
Kid.
Sorry.
Erlov. Kia. Arlev. Kia.
I'll go there.
Raboge.
Fucking. But yeah, you know, a lot of those people are dead now, which is sort of crazy to think about. But yeah, like he's you know, he's one of the founding members, and he was also one of the people who had no problem talking about like, yeah, no, we were doing like satanic rituals and shit. We were quite literally Satanists. We knew what we were doing, calling ourselves 666 Mafia. What do you mean? So yeah, it's an interesting topic to me.
Forgere.
Tau.
And you know, obviously I'm not someone who's a Satan respecter. I am a Satan disrespecter, actually. No respect. But yeah, and he's one of the guys that like I gravitated towards when it came to Memphis horrorcore. I do think he makes really good music. The issue is it's quite literally satanic music. Like not like rock and roll pretending like you know, they're just trying to be edgy. They literally admitted, "Oh yeah, we were trying to get people to worship Satan."
Trebak. Trebak.
So it is a good song, don't get me wrong, but you know, the point I'm making is you got to kind of understand that about Coop and the rest of 666 Mafia, you know. People also, it's funny, people also say his name funny. White people say his name funny when they don't even have to, because it's not like it's Koopsta and then that word that I'm not allowed to say because YouTube will get mad at me. But he literally calls himself Koopsta Nika. You know? And people are like Koopsta Kanika. And it's like that somehow sounds worse. That somehow sounds worse than if you were to just say it the way that he says it, you know? It's like, why are you fucking saying that shit like that? Oh, damn it. It doesn't want to fucking come on. Get your ass over there. Get your ass over there. I'll just say fuck it. That was such a fight.
Kid.
5-0's on my dick now. Tell me, bitch, what am I supposed to do? Some trick must have snitched about that Koopsta Nika robbing fools. Now I got it stuck in my head. Damn. Yeah, I'm probably fucked. This guy's gonna get to Castle Age before me, probably. It wouldn't surprise me one bit, you know.
Selgere. Kia. Kart. Beat 4.
See, like, I'm getting slightly better at luring them, but also they were in a rough spot to begin with. I didn't help with the placement of that mining camp. I could have probably put it around there, but I just wanted to put it in a place where it was going to have the most surface area covered so that they could work into it, you know? But yeah, if you want another Memphis guy who has that kind of, like, horrorcore vibe to him, look up Gangsta Pat. You can look up Mo Murda by Gangsta Pat. Really good song. You know, he's one of those dudes, he just goes crazy. You know, Memphis rap, you know, that horrorcore, specifically like 3-6, you know, 666, whatever you want to call them. They influenced Southern rap. Damn it. I was gonna get closer. They influenced Southern rap pretty heavily. Yeah, you know, I should be able to get what I need. Yes. I'm still having a hard time getting that sub 15 feudal age castle age, excuse me. It's been a pain in the ass. But yeah, you know, if you look up Gangsta Pat Mo Murda, really good song. You know, the thing is, he's kind of only got one flow is the thing that's kind of like annoying, you know? Like it's a very appealing flow, but it's like there's a couple of songs by him that I listen to and I'm just like this sounds like the other one. But yep, gonna go there after. All right. I gotta play aggressive, so I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna send these guys off that away to see if I can't get them ready to. I'm gonna take 3 more as well. Up, maybe 4, maybe 4. I don't know. I guess I'm sending 8 total. Either way, it's like I said. I really got to get there. And if he gets to Castle Age before I do, even if it's only like a second, I'm probably gonna withdraw these guys and build a defensive one and try and hit. You know, I'm gonna try my best to hit a siege rush with Wody boys as quick as I can. But yeah, that Memphis shit from like the 90s, it really influenced like a lot of the stuff we probably listen, you know, a lot of us probably listened to in the 2000s and shit like that, you know. And then, of course, there's a lot of the shit from today, you know, the Chicago drill and stuff like that. You know, I was never, like, hugely into rap in the first place. Yes, go there. I was never hugely into rap in the first place. There was a time where I was, like, listening to quite a bit of it, but not, like, exclusively or even that much of it compared to a lot of other people out there. But, you know, it's an interesting topic to me. You know, I like the lore. The lore behind it is fun. It can be pretty fun at times. Oh, there we go. Except I'm gonna go bang bang and then bang. Hit that. Hit that. I need to build another one of these. What are you idiots doing? Get your asses over there. Damn. I need more food. I might actually not be in bad shape. You know, once he gets to Castle Age, I'm gonna have to really, really fucking hustle. And I mean like really, really, really hustle. But what the hell? Oh. Yep. See, I'm gonna have to really start hustling now, you know. See, I'm in sort of a bad spot because I don't have that much food, you know. And I need like more than 2 or 3 Woad Raiders to make this work. Bang. I suppose I'll send him this way. Send this way, I guess, but I would rather get that thing ASAP, so I'm going to send this guy over here. Wait a second. I thought I ordered up 2 of them. Oh. Silly me. Silly me. I forgot to direct him. Alright, once I get these 2 up and running, I'm gonna blast. Just absolutely nail them with everything I got. Alright, one more. As long as I got like 7 or 8 of them, I'm in alright shape. You know, I'm not even gonna bother trying to distribute them or anything like that. We're already so close to this shit. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Get your asses in there.
Kid, bid fear.
Oh, yeah. If that's all he's got, he's in pretty bad shape.
Kid,
GG, bro. I want to see what he had. Yeah, so he built a town center and no castle. There was his scout cab right there. Yeah. Yeah, so in this case, I had to be aggressive because he was playing Mongols. You know, I've actually been trying my best to work on booming. I've been trying to boom to the best of my ability, and I'm getting better at it. Like instead of averaging like 50 vills, I'm averaging between like 70 and 80, which is good for me. It's not great, but it's good for me. You know, my economy is definitely doing better because of it. Although I'm lagging behind in military a lot of the time because I'm being so greedy. You know. Anyway, just in case, I always make sure to do that now because I'm tired of being kicked out because I'm tired of being I'm tired of getting chat banned because of stupid shit. Somebody talks shit and I'm like, go fuck yourself, and then I get chat banned. Boom, 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 boom. See, now I got that. Now I got that song that I was telling you guys about stuck in my head with Gangsta Pat. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, I'm a psychopathic lunatic. Still got bitches up on my dick. It's kind of a oh fuck. I forgot to switch out of Celts, but this guy's Celts too. He probably did mirror. In which case, I'll probably fuck him up if he's only doing mirror because chances are he's not that good with the Celts. So that's good, I suppose. But I meant to switch out of the Celts though, you know. Oh damn it! No. Oh, there we go. Brother war, exactly. The only thing the Irish like fighting more than invaders is each other. So, you know, it's kind of true to life once you think of it. You should start making rap music on the moniker Gangsta Scott. That's what I'm going to do. I'll do it under the moniker of Gangsta Scott and I'll just steal everybody else's verses and shit like that. Just like unapologetically, and I'll act like I have no clue what anyone's talking about. They'll be like, yo, dude, you stole that fucking verse, bro. What? What do you mean?
Kia.
That is one of my favorite things to do is gaslight the fuck out of people. You know, not obviously not in like a real way, but like, I'll be like, hey, baby, fuck you. And she'll be like, fuck you. And I'll be like, wow, how could you talk to me like that? I'm your husband. Wow. That hurt, baby. That was hurtful and mean. Baby, I love you. How could you talk to me like that? That's like, it's so fun. It's so fun to just fucking troll my wife like that. You guys really got to try it. So start talking shit to your wife or your girlfriend, and then when she's like, you're being a fucking asshole, just be like, holy shit, baby, where is this coming from? What's wrong? Is everything okay? Why are you talking to me like that? I'm your boyfriend.
Kid. Toe. Kia.
Oh, duh. Fuck.
Raboye.
I'm already fucking up in the game here.
Erlov. Selgra.
This guy's name is Gus Gus, and it reminds me of the bench warmers with that Gus Bus joke.
Erlov.
Gus.
Toe.
Gus.
Selgra.
Bus.
Forgere.
Selgere.
Kid.
And... oh, that was a close one, but we got him. We got him, ladies and gentlemen. We got him. I stalked through the night with a gat in my mask, ready to make a sting on that ass, ready to catch you running real fast from the cops. Something, 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 something. I forgot the rest of the words to it. I'm a little stoned and thought the title was My Lingerie and got confused for a good 4 seconds. What do you mean? That's exactly what it says. Oh shit, what am I doing here? I should be down there. Kinda, sorta. That's not the biggest tree line, but you know. Oh, damn. See, like I said, I'm already fucking up in the game here.
Erlov.
That's alright, though. It is just a game, after all. That was, I can remember a few times where I wanted to strangle somebody during baseball, right? Baseball was a really fun time for me. I loved the hell out of it, but it was really unhealthy for me because I was extremely, extremely angry, you know? Oh, why hello there. Why hello there. So that's his move, huh?
Kia.
Is that really gonna be his fucking move? Is he really gonna play like a bitch? He's gonna play like a bitch, isn't he?
Lineage. Kia.
I'll bet he is. I'll bet he fucking is.
Kart. Forgere. Selgere. Erlov. Toe. Kia. Selgere.
But the only time, like,
Toe.
not the only time, there's been plenty of times, but one of the few times that I was ever like about mad enough to cleat somebody in the head or like some other fucking wild shit like that. Which there were quite a few times, but like specifically like times where I was like, I felt my leg twitch, I felt my arm twitch, where I was like almost like that to a certain degree. It was this time, right? It was in a playoff game. I was playing in Travel League, which, oh fuck, damn.
Kid.
Kart. Raboye.
Selgere.
So this one's gonna go there. All right. Well, fuck that guy for laming me.
Kia. Kid.
Raboye.
Erlov. Selgere.
And then,
Toe.
I suppose.
Kart.
Sorry, like I said, I'm trying to make sure what I should do.
Raboye. Raboye.
Oh yeah, but the one time, like one of the few times I was ever like seriously about to like start throwing hands at somebody during a baseball game. It was a playoff game. It was Travel League, right? So you know you're representing your town, playing against other towns, and we were playing away at this one town and
Kia.
nah, come on, got him, sweet. We were playing an away game, right? So we were in another town. They had their own umpires and shit like that. You see, yep, he's gonna do it. He's gonna fucking do it like a bitch. 3, 4, yep. He's gonna be a pussy about it. I'll tell you the story in a second, because he inevitably is gonna rush me with something. I don't know what, but it's probably gonna be some kind of not villager rush, but it's probably gonna be either like oh yeah, it's gonna be militia. He's gonna militia rush me, isn't he? That's ridiculous. I will go ahead and go bang there too, just to be sure. I will build 1, 2. get a little bit more protection on that side. At the very least, he'll run up and he'll be like, oh, and I'll notice, and he'll have to run all the way around, in which case I can withdraw these guys, you know?
Kid, Nienega. Rabuga.
Oh, damn, what the fuck? Whoops, I forgot.
Arlev. Punit.
Appreciate your work, very skilled trainer, and it's cool to see you still doing these streams. Thank you very much, Blake. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate the love, you know? Hopefully I'll be back.
Rabuga. Nienega.
What the hell's going on? But yeah, I think I might be able to get away with it now. I might be able to get away with it now. Yeah, and then I'll throw one there. But it was an yeah. He's gonna hit me with something fucking stupid. He's gonna hit me with some dumb shit. I can guarantee it. I guarantee it. Anyway, we were playing an away game. All right. The town, I would assume, was using umpires from their locale or something like that, and because of that, these guys probably had relationships built up with that team, and they were absolutely positively being like dog shit, clearly on purpose. And I was playing third base. There was a kid on first, and the dude who was up to bat hit a ball to right field. And when he hit the ball to right field, the kid on first base tried to see if he could squeeze 2 bases out of that hit, right? So he ran to second, he got there safely, and then he rounded second and tried to go to third. The ball got there when, you know, the ball was thrown from right field to third base, which I was playing, and it got there. Sorry. That's strange. Nope. Get your asses over there. Sorry. Basically, it got there. The ball got there when the dude was halfway to third. Like, literally, I caught the ball, and then the dude was there. Sorry. You see, I'm trying to tell this story, and it ain't working because fucking, you know, like I said, I'm trying. It's such a simple story to tell, too. It's such a simple fucking story to tell, but it's just not working out because I'm like, oh, when's the rush coming? When's the rush coming? When's the rush coming? I know he's gonna rush. He's gonna rush soon, any second now. It's gonna come. It's coming. I know it's coming. Damn. Oh damn. I'm good to go for. So what is going on here? Should that be more? I feel like yeah. They probably need one more guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is ridiculous. I do want to tell you this story though, because this is the type of shit that I can't stand. And when somebody is like this, I just immediately, you see, Archer rush. I'm getting Archer rushed. What a fucking bitch. What a pussy. Should I? Yeah, I probably should. Just in case. See, if he wants to take that thing down and send the archer that way, the archer's that way, then fucking feel free. You know, they're just gonna get nailed. Yeah, that's right. Bitch. Pussy. Alright, so that way, and then hopefully I will be in good shape with Castle Age in, you see, he's in Castle, which means he's immediately gonna upgrade his fucking shit. That's fine by me, though, because I will be able to hit Castle very quickly. You get your ass over there. You big dummy. See, I'm gonna hit him with the same shit. I'm gonna see if I can make that work, you know. Oh, alright. Good luck. Looks like Civilization or some shit. Nah, I'm playing a... Oh, you see what I'm fucking talking about here?
Erla Roboge. Kia.
Valgra.
Ho. Bid fear. Bunich.
They just absolute bitch moves, you know, instead of building an army, just like trying to rush with fucking archers in feudal, you know. It's just such a pussy move. It's like, alright, bro, you want to play that way?
Bunich. Forgra Roboge. Kia.
Where am I getting attacked? Oh, that, yeah, whatever.
Forgra.
Go and fuck yourself.
Trevor.
We'll go there. Oh, yeah, whatever. Damn. I want to try and keep these guys hidden to the best of my ability, you know. I don't want him to see what I'm going to be trying to hit him with. I can head basically right up the middle, you know. Assuming he doesn't have... Oh, but that's not necessarily a good thing. It is what it is, though. What you gonna do? You know.
Roboge.
Sometimes people play like pussies. Oh, Devon Ock. Is it Devon Ouch or Devon Ock? It's, yeah, it's Age of Empires, too. Praise Jesus Christ. Yes, sir, the algorithm. Indeed.
Kid.
What do we got? 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 Oh. Alright, well. Go ahead.
Kia.
Ho. Bunich.
Just one for one.
Valgra.
Just nice little trade there. Nice little trade. Yeah. This ain't exactly great. This ain't exactly great for me. This is what it is. I'll go a couple there.
Kid.
What I got here? Oh. I might
Bid fear.
just send him around back. See what I can do, you know. If all he's got is a palisade wall, it should be easy for these guys to break right through, you know. The issue is I want at least 4, preferably more of them, you know. Alright, I got one more, you know. Nah, it ain't gonna work out. It ain't gonna work out, you know. It's like there's supposed to be certain play styles with certain
Ho.
there's supposed to be certain play styles with certain civs and shit like that, you know? And it's like, there's a certain piece of me that's like, okay, I can't blame a dude for, I couldn't blame a guy for, no. I couldn't blame a guy for wanting to go, Mangudai when he's playing Mongols, right? I can sit here and be like, what a bitch, he plays Mongols, pussy, right? I can be like that, but like, I can't blame him for playing to the strengths of the civ that he's selected, right? But when it's like, oh, hey, I'm gonna go mirror and I'm just gonna do like archers with the Celts, it's like, oh, all right, so you're one of those pussies who's like, you're sweaty. You take the game a little too seriously, and because of that, it's not fun for anybody else. You know, I wanted to see a siege battle. I wanted to see a siege battle is what I wanted to see. Instead, I got archer rushed by a civ that was not known for archery. You know. All right. Get your asses in there. But yeah, and I might as well try and take the opportunity now. What I was saying about it's just a game, bro. Nah, I don't think episode 8 is dropping tonight. Street X jamming dual X screens. Holy shit. That's quite the name, man. Yeah, I don't think there's an episode dropping tonight. I literally checked before this. Before I started playing AoE, I checked. And there wasn't. There just wasn't, you know.
Kid.
1, 2, 3, 4. Ah.
Arlev.
You know what? I'm gonna send these two then. But yeah, what I was talking about, right? I used to play Travel League baseball, right? It was the best from each town. They formed a team and then they faced off against other teams. Now, we made it to the playoffs that season, and in the first round of the playoffs, what's going on? What's going on? Who's attacking me? Oh, alright, whatever. In that case. Well, should I? Yeah, I think I should. I should probably knock that thing down. You know, you never know. Might not be a bad idea. Might not be a bad idea. And then yeah, I still can't build a fucking what do I need? 275 is what I need. I need 275. Oh, he may have seen me.
Erlov.
Bit fear.
Okay, whatever. Your ass is over there after. You see, he's gonna you see what I'm talking about? Really? Fucking cav archers? That's your move with the Celts is cav archers? Because you're too afraid to actually play like you're fucking supposed to? That's such a fucking whatever, bro. This ain't even gonna be fun. I'm not gonna waste my time on a game that's not fun. No, but like that just wasn't fun. You know, it just was not a fun game to play, so I'm not gonna play the game if I'm not having fun with it, you know. But that story that I was telling, that story I tried to tell like 5 times. I'll tell you the story and then I'll skedaddle. I'll get the hell out of here. So I was playing baseball, right? I was playing baseball. We had travel league teams. I was on a travel league team that year. The best in each town, they get together, they create a team, and then they face off against each other. So we were playing against this one town, and the umpires were clearly like from the town or something like that, because all the calls were just like blatantly. It was barely hidden, the bias towards that team that we were playing, right? And there was a situation where there was a guy on first, I was playing third, and a dude hit opposite, right? He hit oppo, right? He hit to right field. It was a right-handed batter. He hit the ball. It went that way instead of that way, right? So it ends up in right field, and the guy on first decides he's going to round second and try and sneak a base. He's going to try and get to third. And he rounds second successfully, and when he's about halfway to third, is when the ball comes in from right field. The dude threw it straight from right field to me. There was no cutoff, man, if I remember correctly, right? I catch the ball. This guy is still like 3 to 5 steps away from the base. He slides, I tag him, and then he hits the bag, and the umpire called him safe. I was absolutely rip shit by this point because baseball was something that I always had a bit of a hard time controlling my temper with, right? There's multiple reasons for that, but that's other story. I am at a point because I'm noticing all this shit. The whole team's noticing all this shit, and we're complaining like audibly to the umpires. I'm like, "Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?" Like yelling at the umpire, which is something you're not supposed to do. I had been suspended for that before, but it was just so fucking stupid. And the umpire knew what he did, so he didn't even say shit. He didn't say anything about it because he knew, like, well, like, well, yeah, he's kind of right. I am being a fucking hoe right now. Now the other team's coach and then the player who I had just tagged is like, calm down, dude. It's just a game. And it's like, yeah, it's real easy for some punk bitch like you to be like, it's just a game, bro. What are you so mad for? It's just a game. When there is clearly some kind of weird bullshit going on that's benefiting you, you know? And it's a situation where it's like, I don't know, maybe there was some kind of money involved. Maybe someone paid someone off. We were playing against a rich town, rich compared to the town I came from, right? We were playing against one of those places, That's what I did. Hi Ecuador. I was like, no, this is my life. Excuse me. But like, yeah, it's real easy for some punk bitch to talk like that, to be like, it's just a game, bro. It doesn't matter, when you're winning because the umpires are quite literally being corrupt, And that's the type of shit where it's like, when someone's like that, my instinct is to want to. I'm not saying I would of course never do this, but my instinct is to want to like make their nose concave, to flatten their nose so profusely that you could like you could stick a finger in the hole that used to be their convex nose, right? Like that type of shit. And it's that same kind of shit that is in here that kind of pisses me off a little bit, where it's like this dude decides he's gonna play Celts, and what's he do? He does archers for Celts. He does archers when he's playing Celts. Like, it's kind of an unsportsmanlike strategy to archer rush in feudal age when you're not even playing a civilization that is like optimized for archers in the first place, right? It's like, what's even the point of playing as the Celts? Why don't you just do an archer civ, And then you get guys who are like, dude, what are you so mad for? It's like, I'm not mad. I just don't like playing against you because it's annoying. You're literally you are the video game equivalent of that kid who would start arguments with the teacher in class, and like everyone would be like, dude, just shut up, and he'd be like, what? You can't? You're telling me to shut up? Nice ad hominem. Nice ad hominem. You know what a you know what a no true Scotsman is? You know what the logical fallacies are? Dude, you're all of them right now. I'm correct. I'm right. You can't stand up to the merit of my argument, so you're trying to take away my First Amendment right to speak. That's why you're telling me to shut up. It's not because I fucking suck. Like they turn into those guys, and it's like, fucking dude. That's why I stopped playing this game as much as I used to. It's because I didn't want to have to deal with those guys. That guy was already pre-blocked because I probably played against him in the past and he did something similar and then tried to act like he's fucking cool afterwards, Like, people are fucking annoying like that. They're stupid as hell, Episodes are on pause until March, according to Steinful. Apparently, But anyway, I gotta get out of here, I will catch you guys later. All right, I'm gonna be streaming Sunday. Look, I apologize for not streaming Wednesday. All right, I am gonna stream Sunday though for sure. I have way too much shit going on, man. Like, I'm not even gonna bother telling you everything that's going on. But like, not only do I have so much shit going on, but it's not simple shit. It's shit that's like one of those things where someone can only ask you for one thing at a time. Like literally, that's happening to me right now. Not to get deep into it, but I'm in a situation where I am going through a process where somebody needs information about me. Name, address, dick size, things like that. And instead of them just being like, "Here's what I need. I need your name. I need your address. I need your dick size." How many men have you had sex with? The number's too big to count. All right. Well, just try to fit it in. Try to fit it in. No, jokes aside though, like I'm in one of those processes, and instead of just being like, "Hey, give me everything that I need at once," it's literally like, "Okay, could you send me this?" I do that. All right, good. Thank you. Like a few hours, maybe a day or two later, I get another email. "Oh, hey, I need this now." All right, cool. Here you go. Few days. "Oh, and I need this now." Like it's like, holy fuck, man. What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing, And that's not even like the beginning of what I'm going through. That's not even the beginning of what I'm going through. I have way too much shit going on. It is fucking crazy. Crazy is what it is. But I am going to catch you guys later. Look, another thing I'll say before I go. I'm thinking about putting my podcast on the YouTube channel as well. Okay. The reason why I wanted to keep it off the channel is because I was gonna be saying things that are the woke left might cancel me. The woke left, dude, the Democrats, they might try and cancel me. No, I was gonna be talking about some stuff and saying stuff that like I was wondering, like, I don't know, is that should I be careful with that? Oh man, maybe I should, maybe. I don't know. But I'm thinking maybe I'll just try my best to make it appropriate for YouTube as well, so that I don't have to worry about my channel getting like taken down or struck or anything like that. I'll probably try and make it something like that. We shall see. We shall see though. I'm gonna figure that out. One of the things I want to do is a study of the movie American History X, because it's a very intriguing movie, and I think it's an important movie, if I'm being honest with you. Not to be one of those guys who's like, "Oh, media is important. I judge media," but it's a movie that I've always had feelings about, and I want to share my feelings. I want to share my fifis with you guys. But anyway, I will talk to you guys later. All right, bottom line. Peace out.